Tony Dovale is one of the greatest mind shift specialists in the world, not in South Africa. And he's here today, and he's going to give you his talk, and he's going to share some work, physical work and exercise that you guys are going to do. And I believe that when you leave here this afternoon, your life shouldn't be the same again. Because you are standing in front of greatness. Because men like this, not only does Tony work internationally, but he works with top organizations in this country. And top CEOs attend the companies around the coast like recently. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it to Tembisa. Great love, welcome to Tony Dovale.
Where you are happy, healthy, wealthy, earning 5, 10, 20, 30 times. Would that be good? You see, I know it's possible because my fiancée, when I met her, she was over here. She had lost everything, her house, they repossessed the car, the house. Her husband died in front of her outside the shops. And her and her son were kicked out of the house. And she used to be in a bakery. She was working about 18 hours a day, 7 days a week for 14 years, up at 2 in the morning, to bed at 11 or 12. She was the one that worked because her husband had a heart problem. And she got a job. You know jobbies? J-O-B. Just over broke. Isn't that a job? There's always 1 month left at the end of the money. And so when I met her again, she was earning 3,000 Rand a month. And I worked with her because I designed the system and I do the work. And we were talking this morning and we didn't have time to do the video, but she's standing here on this side of life. She's earning 30 times what she used to. It's possible. And I've spent my life to create a machine, a model, a formula called Formula 1. It's about ensuring success.
Yes.
Who's got a car that you drive? Anybody got cars? You've got insurance. You know what insurance is? What's insurance? You know it's money. Did you watch the soccer? If you're the guy, if you're playing not to lose, can you win the game if you're playing not to lose? Isn't that what insurance is? You're paying money. How are you going to win with that? That's in case. So do the maths. Take out how much you're spending monthly on insurance. So if you're spending 500 Rand a month, double it. You got the number? So that's 1,000. Add 2 noughts. That's 100,000. That's what you're going to spend in 10 years protecting? Is it going to make you wealthy? Is it going to bring you success? And so be happy to know I'm the success activator that will ensure your success. So I'm really grateful for Billy and the pastor and his wife that you guys have this amazing space. But you are the people that are ready. You have potential. But that's where you stay. See, I have an amazing book on 13 Attributes of Success by Dr. Brian Jude. Spent his life researching. Who would like it?
Me.
Give them a round of applause, these people. There we go. What did you just say? What did you just say? What did she do that you didn't? She first of all had to convince herself it was safe. Because what was in your head? You were right here. She had to jump across chairs. What was wrong with you? And you? Why didn't you come? Why? I'm asking why. You see, here's the problem. You are so programmed. Forgive me. You pray and give me. Who watches TV? Who watches TV? Hands up high. Who watches TV? What's that thing that you use to change the channel? No. The automatic income reducer. Whoever made money watching TV? This thing is the automatic income reducer. And so this man's lying in his couch, watching his TV with his automatic income reducer, and he prays, he says, God, give me a job. He's back to watching the soccer. And he prays, he says, God, give me a job. And he sees his friends and he says, I pray every day. God, give me a job. And one night in his dream, an angel came along and he heard, you want a job? Then get out of the chair and go do something. She did something. She jumped the fence, she jumped a chair, she completed. What are you doing? What are you doing? Beyond just saying, give me. See, unless you take action, it's not going to happen. Unless you take swift action, you're going to be stuck here. I do 4x4ing, so I've got a 4x4 vehicle. You know, sometimes you get stuck in the sand, you haven't driven properly, but you're using all your power, but you can't go anywhere. So you have to think a little. Because even if you've got a fancy car, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get through the mud, through the challenges of life. And so it all starts here, because the reason she got up was she had the right mindset. And without the right mindset, skill set has no value. Think about that. You could have a degree. You could have a talent. I watch these guys play, and I think, I want an MP3, please, in my car. This is amazing. But they had the talent, and then they took action. Without action, nothing matters. But action with the right mindset, because you know there were people over here. Billy and I, we went on holiday to Spain. And they've got these beautiful cathedrals, you know the big buildings? He gets up very, very early. I work late and sleep late. He woke me up early in the rain. We were walking down, and there was this building, and here was this guy chipping away with some little pile of stones and grounding. It was cold and wet. And we said, what are you doing? He says, can't you see? I'm making these bricks. Sorry. Went a little further, and there's a guy in the rain, same place, but a much bigger pile of bricks. He said, what are you doing? He says, can't you see? I'm building this building. And going a little further, and there's this guy in the rain, but he's got a huge pile of bricks. And the rain's running, and we said, "What are you doing, sir?" He says, "Can't you see? I'm building this beautiful building for my people." Who do you think has more fun? Who do you think you want on your team? Who do you think gets promoted faster? Gets more recognition, appreciation, validation? The bleater, the whinger, the whiner, the breaker? It's easy to break, it's easy to pull others down. But it takes somebody special to lift others up. And that's part of my goal, is to wake you up, to make you conscious that you can grow. It's what we call a growth-oriented mindset. And I have some sheets. Can somebody help me give these out? Can I have a few people just help give these out for us, please? One for each of you. Just divide it again, divide it with those guys. Let me keep one here, and then you can take some as well. And so, being a success activator, I work with people that are starting to awaken. And to ensure that I've been able to learn and achieve this, people say to me, "Well, why should we listen to you?" And the reason why you should listen to me is I am a billionaire. I can see you laughing. I can see you laughing. I need someone to come. Please come. Say nice and loud. What does it say? Shout. Say, what does it read there? $50 billion. I'm a billionaire. How about a round of applause? I'm a billionaire. Come on. See, Billy was very right, and it's not about the money. I know people, I used to coach people, I used to be with people, I used to sell Ferraris to people that came in with money. You know them, they come in, you know, they've got the attitude. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? She said, hold on a second. Does anybody know who this fool is? Because he doesn't know who he is. The wealthiest, most powerful people don't make a noise. They're ninjas. They don't have to show their power. They don't come with flash. In the work that I do soul surgery. I help people wake up and shake up and unhook their baggage like you're going to do today. But here's from the outside, like he said, that I can see. When they come with watches, and you see them with the gold, hey? And the fancy shoes, and the fancy 3,000, 5,000 rand belt. They're full on the outside, but they're empty on the inside. Which do you want? A fancy jug with a fancy flashy thing that's empty? Because they make a lot of noise. Or do you want to be the bulletproof, full of love, full of power? Because there are forceful people that can force you to do things. But there are powerful people that change the world. Which are you? We all have choice. Every moment of the day we make choices. She made a choice. She stood up. She made a choice to take action. The challenge that you have is you have a thing called learned helplessness. Anybody been to a circus? You know when you see that big elephant? Do you know how strong an elephant is? They took Nelly the elephant and they put a harness on her, and then they got men, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 106 men. It took to tug of war. She was as strong as 106 men. And then somebody stood up and said, I'll be the leader. I think we can do better. They didn't say, hey, look how good we are. The leader said, I think we can do better. We can move from where we are to where we want to be. And he worked with them. He got them aligned. He clarified the goal. He got them to focus. He got them to act together as a team. Do you know that 60 men equal the power of 106 men when they work together? Have you ever seen the ducks flying in the sky, the geese? Have you seen the shape that they fly? What's the shape? It's a V. Why? I mean, they're stupid ducks, aren't they? I mean, aren't you more intelligent than a duck? But you know why they fly in that shape? Because the leader is the one that gets the headwind. And as the wind goes past, he breaks the wind for them. And they can fly further, fly 75% further. But there's change. When he gets tired, he moves to the back, where there's some nice, safe, easy wind, and another guy takes over, so they share the leadership. But have you also heard them? They go, wah, wah, they're honking. The guys at the back saying, go, go, well done, go, 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 well done, go. You don't hear a duck saying, oh, I hate that leader, just look at his feathers. He's not, I'm better than him, do you know who I am? They work together, they uplift, and they create that lift. And they reduce the drag and they go further. Can't we do that? We're intelligent, aren't we? So what are you doing to collaborate and to grow? Because unless you have a growth-oriented mindset, what we call a go mindset, you're going to have a fixed mindset. And here's your challenge. It's just like that elephant, you've been programmed. You've got beliefs that were programmed by your church, by your family, by your schools, by your experience. Remember I said, what was it? Learned? What was it? Learned helplessness? Take that elephant at the circus, the big elephant that's 100 men strong standing there. They've got this little chain around it. Do you think he could break it if he wanted to? Easy. Why doesn't he? Because he's been taught and he believes that what he does will not make a difference. He can't get there. See, if he took one step, and then another step, and then another step, he could pull away very easy. I've seen an elephant turn over a car without a blink. But the problem is, our own mindset, we look at our goals, we look at Billy. Hey, even I have this problem. I look at Billy and I think, wow, look how high he's gone. How do you get there? And so we then say, it's too much, I'll never get there, we give up. The secret is baby steps. Little step. Take a little step. From that little step, take another little step. Check around, build, grow your talent, grow your knowledge, skill, ability, network, connect. Build your health, build your mindset. Take another step. Doesn't matter how long, but if you keep stepping, you too can be that high. The question is, will you keep taking the steps? Will you have this blame a whinger whiner mindset? Or will you have the appreciative, kind, loving, wonderful, growth-oriented mindset? Because you have a choice. You see, this elephant's been taught from a young age. They put a big chain around its foot and a big stake in the ground and it fought to get away. And eventually it said to itself, nothing matters, I'll never do it, it's impossible, not for me. And so it gave up. It spends its life in that state. There's a fish called the American pike. It's like a barracuda. I go fishing on a jet ski and we catch these big fish with teeth, huge snapping teeth. They put a glass window into the tank. You know, you can't see glass when it's in water. It's invisible. And so the fish comes along and it swims because its main meal, its bait is on the other side. And about 3, 4, 5, 6 times it keeps knocking its nose. And eventually it says to itself, I give up. And you know they can take that glass out and those fish will swim right next to him. He will die of starvation. Don't laugh, you're the same. You're the same. Today's the wake-up call. Today's the reset button to rethink. You know, praise the Lord, hallelujah, but with a new mindset and action. Baby steps. So think about it. What is a baby step you could take today? If my best description is one of them, never leave a spot where you make a decision. You have to shift how you see the world. You have to take away waiting for others to come and save you. Ladies, this is your problem. You're waiting the Cinderella complex. You're waiting for Sir Galahad to come on his horse and sweep you up. You got to get up and make it happen. You got to be the one. And so I read and I studied and I started growing and doing hypnosis and NLP and timeline therapy, and I needed to fix me. It wasn't for others, it was to fix me up. So I knew I needed to do work on me. And when I was about 24, I met a friend called Wendy Evans, and she became my mentor. She said, Tony, go do the research, write a book, make the workshop, go to America, they will love you. And I said, yes, I've got the secret of success. She was doing it. She had a published book, she was doing workshops, she was traveling the world. Could I make it happen? If she did, could I? Yes. And I said, yes, I'm going to. There were 3 birds sitting on a fence. One decides to fly away. How many are left? 3 birds sitting on a fence. One decides to fly away. How many are left? 4. Oh, maybe it's working some woolly stuff. There's 3 birds. Why 3? Because decision does not equal action. We make many decisions. We are goal setters. Who's got goals? Who's a goal setter? Here's your problem. You got the wrong label. You don't want to be a goal setter, you want to be a goal getter. You have to go and get them. You can't wait here with the automatic income reducer hoping an angel's going to swoop in and say, hi Tony, I brought you your goal. Doesn't happen, Sunny Bean. You've got to be the one. Your brain is like a muscle. Have you seen these guys? I was in LA. I went there to go and do a workshop, and there's a place it's called Sunset Boulevard. It's about 4 meters wide, 5 meters wide, and a whole lot of pubs and shops and places and restaurants. And you can sit down and you watch the people. And it's like a showcase. And there was a guy about Billy's height, but he had muscles. He had gone to Pick n Pay and got a bargain special. He had bought 10, but he was bigger than any man I've ever seen in my life. But like, he had zoopies and he walked. He had 2 Godfathers and a sneaky little lady on his arm, and he like walked. Do you know who I am? In life, at the end of the day, you have to be the one to take the action. Whatever's gone, it's gone. Can you change yesterday? Can you change tomorrow? No, you can't. Change tomorrow quickly. Change tomorrow? Come now, you said you can change tomorrow. So where is your power? Only now. Now. And here's my problem. I said to Wendy, I'm going to write the book. I'm going to write the book. I'm going to write the book. And where is it going? In time and space, past, present, future. Where is it going to live? Going to one day. One day I'll take action. One day I'll write a page. One day I'll go study. One day I'll go to gym. One day I'll take action. And do you know what? For 30 years I was a yapper. And I kept on saying, I'm writing a book, Do you know who I am? I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book. And when somebody said, so where's your book? It's like, it's coming. My best lesson, and this is why I'm partially out friends with Billy, is he makes me raise my game. See, many people want life to get easier. And so they go home and they pray and say, God, please take away my problems. Mistake. You want to go and say, God, make me so powerful with so much love that I can overcome anything. And that's my power with Billy's. He makes me up my game. He makes me raise the bar that I bring my best. I had a guy a Nigerian friend. He kept bugging me, please will I be his coach, please will I be his coach. And eventually I said, okay, fine, we met, and we started the coaching, and when we finished the project, because coaching is not a drug, it's not something forever, it's like a 90-day process. And he promised me, he said, I'm going to take you to Nigeria. And we didn't see each other for 3 or 4 years, and I got a phone call, hi, we're on, we're going. We've got leadership training for the government. I'm keeping my promise. Think about this. Do you keep your promises? Everyone? Even the little ones? And we were flying, because here's the problem. So many people talk, eh? Yep, promise, promise, promise. How many walk their talk? How many people walk their talk? Do you? Can you? It's a choice. And so we're on the plane, and I'm yapping. You know, I'm busy writing my book. You know, it's like, this is how I make myself feel better. And he didn't say a word. And he just went into his bag, and he said, have a look, have a look. 6 books he put in front of me. 6 books he has written in the time that we've been apart, and I was still yapping. Because I didn't take who wants it? You see, in life, you have to be ready for opportunity. The problem is we're looking at the past. You know, my framework, my model for success is a Ferrari. The front wheels are heart shift and mind shift, and the steering is leadership. The back wheels is health and wealth, and the motor is action. But you can have this Ferrari, but if you have no action, you're going nowhere. But now imagine you're racing down the highway and you're just looking in your rearview mirror, only your rearview mirror. What's going to happen? You're going to crash. Why? Because you're not looking where you are going. Is that smart? Who's got baggage here? Who's had some bad stuff happen to them in their life? Come, hands up. You've got to make a choice today. Either you're a victim and you want to walk around. If you see the people when they come to a meeting, they walk with their baggage. Oh, do you know what happened to me? Look at my baggage. All this has happened to me. You can't believe what they did. And my wife and my boyfriend and those people betrayed me. And my boss, you know, they live with their baggage. People have got picnicans. I'm lucky, I've kind of reduced my baggage a little. But why don't you just make a decision to get rid of it? Who's ready for that? Diamonds. Hardest known to man. Why? It was a piece of dirty little coal put under heat and pressure. If you went to most diamonds that were living on the side, you can't believe how hot it was and the pressure they put us under. Okay? The winter diamond. But what the diamond said, you know what they put us through. It built my character. It built my wisdom. It built my power. I'm bulletproof emotionally. Which one do you want to be? Make the decision that whatever happens to you builds you. That's how you build this muscle. You go to the gym, you work it, you put it under strain. That's how you build this. That's how you build your heart. It is only the people who have gone through the worst stuff that can have true care and compassion. If you've never burnt, you can't learn. So make the choice, make the decision right this moment. What's the one piece of wisdom you can get from your baggage? Store it. But unhook, forgive, let go, unwind, let them go. Doesn't mean you have to go and let the fox back in your chicken coop. But it doesn't mean you're going to keep carrying them with you wherever you go. Because here's what I know about success. You will never, can never be successful while you're running around with baggage that you're going to live through. You can never win while you're looking in your rearview mirror the whole time. So are we ready to change? Cool. So we have a sheet of paper. and have a look on the side that says pit stop, what is success? Are you getting some value? Are you going to take action? Yes. Promise? Don't put up your hand and do nothing. Here's somebody right at the back. Me. Life's not going to come and give it to you. You've got to move. But I want you to think about this because this is so important. Look where they are sitting. Are they positioned for opportunity? And that's the thing with life. Are you positioning yourself with your knowledge, skill, ability? Who's got a smartphone? Some kind of internet access phone? You know that education is free. You can have 10 lifetimes of education free. The people that succeed in the future are not the ones that are highly educated. That's a skill set or a knowledge set. It's the people that take action with what they've got and do one step at a time, baby step at a time. Learn something every day. My phone, my pad, my car, my computer. I have 2 screens. One is a work screen, one is a learning screen. And Debbie, my fiance, says, she walks into my office, it's like somebody going, some American voice or some person. I'm listening constantly. If you go to my house right now, there are 3 toilets. There are books in every single loo. Why waste time? Why waste any time? What do you do otherwise? You know, what do you do till the paperwork is done? You know, you read what some fool's written on the wall, wondering about what am I going to wear tonight, or what's on TV. Is Donnie going to marry him or not, or is he? You know, garbage. That's what I call nebulous SH. Think about this. In direct response to the amount of TV you watch, will be the amount of poverty you will have in your life. TV is a time vampire. It will vampire your blood, it will suck your life and suck your time out of you, and you will wake up one day like I did 30 years later. So eventually I said, whoa, I'm in trouble. Have you ever heard of the boiled frog syndrome? No, wow. Do you know that if you take a frog, you put it in cold water in a pot on the stove, and you heat it slowly, what's the frog going to do? As it gets warmer, the frog says, it's getting warm up here. But he adjusts and accommodates and is reasonable. And as the temperature goes up, he keeps on adjusting and accommodating. Now, I'll be fine here. Do you know that you'll eventually boil the frog? Because the change is so slow that he doesn't notice. And eventually gets to the point of, that's it, boiled frog. If you took a frog and put it into boiling water, is he going to jump out fast? Absolutely. You are the same. Because you accommodate and you adjust and you do things to accommodate. But that small error in judgment, compounded over time, is going to take you out of your life. Because it's a small error. Who smokes here? Come, be honest. There we go. Honestly, thank you. There we go. Is smoking good for you? That's burning money, that's burning your life. But you know what? The consequence is so small. There's a lesson for you. The consequence is so small that small error in judgment, compounded over time, will destroy your life. An hour of TV a day doesn't seem like much, but that's 30 hours a month. 30 hours? How much studying could you do in 30 hours? You see, I make a promise to myself. I do not enter a race to come second. What do? Do you come and hope? I hope it's okay. I hope there's not too much competition. I hope I'm lucky. Most people, the strategy for success is hope. Here's the consequence. You will eat dog food. I promise you. I'll give it to you in writing. Think about this. Who's the oldest person you know? Call out the age of the oldest person you know alive. Call out an age. 100 something? 90 something? Think about this. What is normal retirement age? 60, 65. That's when you stop working. How are you going to fund from 65 to 100 without any money? Both my parents ate dog food. This is why I'm here. You learn and burn. Both my parents were yappers, like me. But I woke up one day and decided that success is a serious business. Do you know I have 5 mentors and coaches? One for my book, one for my speaking, I've got another one for my speaking. I think we should change the word invested more money in me, because I'm the best investment. Do you know I get about, I'm sure Buddy will tell you, between 100 to 500 times return. For every rand I spend in me and invest in me, I make 500 to 1,000 back. Wouldn't you like a business like that? But you're spending money on insuring your car, insuring your house, insuring your jewelry. What are you investing in you to ensure that you are a master with a go mindset? I was blessed when I was 21, when I worked at Executive Cars. We used to sell Ferraris, Lamborghinis. You see the guys walk in with their gold Rolex. What's the watch you wear? A Guess Classic. They walk in there with their outfits, check me out, sign a check, cash for the car. My fiance does bookkeeping and accounting for some people. On the outside, when you hear them and you see them, you will think they're billionaires. When you hear them talk about what they're doing with property and land and that and everything. But when you come here, and I see credit card overdrawn 40,000, bank account 180,000, business account 500,000, other credit cards stopped, they're being sued. You know, on the top everything looks, underneath the honesty, there's nothing. I made a promise to me that I'm the top. You can see, I said to Jessica, he says, no, smart. I don't buy expensive stuff. But I'm a billionaire. You see, my money works for me. But it's not about the money. Because I'm an inner moment millionaire. I live in heaven. I have a woman that I'm blessed with. I have friends. I have more love, more trust, more integrity in my life than those people with lots and lots of money. Money is just an amplifier. You know, you guys look, I'm a DJ. I got like big speakers. So I love your sound system. I'm coming to do something here. But all money is it's an amplifier. If you have pain, it will amplify your pain. If you're stupid or you're rubbish, it will amplify your rubbish. If you have love, it will amplify your love. And Bertie's right. Who wants to win the lottery? Yeah, you learn, eh? You learn. People lose quickly. But then, do you learn fast? You see, in life, action is rewarded. There are people sitting here. Here's the problem with you. You're too scared what people are going to say about you. You're too scared what other people are going to think. There we go. Yes, give it a round of people think is the day that you will be free. No, don't say amen, you're still sitting there. On the success side, and finish the sentence, call out for me somebody. True success is what? True success is what? Having love. What else? Peace. Health. Yes, sir. Speak loud. Happiness within. Here's the truth. If you have no money, it's like when you're swimming, you ever swim underwater, you've got no oxygen. When you're underwater, you've got no oxygen, nothing else matters, eh? Oxygen. When you have no money, it's all that matters. But when you do have money, that doesn't have to be a lot, then love and peace and joy and those kind of things come in. So who would like to be happier? Come, hands up, be honest. Who'd like to be happier? Wow, I'm worried about you. I'm really worried. Who's been angry recently? Who's been angry? Hands up, come be honest. Who's been angry recently? Who made you angry? He's angry because he's not working. Who made you angry? Your boss. Sorry? Oh, you're angry at God because your mother was sick. No, she's honest. You've been angry? Everybody here been angry? You see, my problem is I've got a short time, so I don't know you well, so I can't tell you the truth. Can I tell you the truth? Yes. You're liars. You are lying. You're being manipulative and you are lying. Because if I make you angry, who's in charge of you? No, listen. If I can make him angry, who's in charge of him? Is that the truth? What's the truth? He makes himself angry at my behavior or action or inaction. I can see somebody saying, no. Anybody disagree with me? Because let's play the game. Who's got a daughter? Okay. Her name is? How much? Hey, I'm a whitey. Give me something easy to say. My tongue doesn't do somersaults. Ria. So imagine this. I take Ria and we take Billy and we put Billy on the roof with her. How old is she? 8. You're going to have to be strong. He's got about one leg over the edge of the building. Okay? So here's the bet we're going to take. If I can make you angry, I win. If I win, Ria dies. If Billy lets her go, she falls on her head, she dies. Okay? So you got that side? If I can't make you angry and you can control yourself, she lives and I'll give you R1,000,000. You understand? Okay, I'm going to call you names. I'm going to spit on you. I'm going to call your mother names. Are you going to get angry? Why not? So when the price is right, then you're in charge. So what you're telling me and what you're showing me is that you're actually a manipulative victim. The truth is, I make myself angry. But I've been programmed to say you because it's easier to deflect and manipulate. Because we come from low self-esteem. So I own it. I make myself angry at your behavior. I make myself angry at the expectation. But I am the wizard. I am the master. So with that magic, let's look at the other side. If I'm the one that makes myself angry, now that we're conscious and awake, who makes me happy? Self. Happiness is a decision you make. In spite of what you've got here, happiness is a choice that you focus on and say, I'm blessed. And you know what? Very simple. Put your hands up. Wriggle your fingers. Look, check, you got 10 fingers. Are you blessed? You got arms. You're gentle. You got arms to move. You're blessed. Feel your body. Legs. 2 feet, 2 legs. You're blessed. Feel them. Feel. You're blessed. What more do you want? Get up and take action. Lottie was very, very close. See, because depending upon if you have a go mindset or a fixed pain mindset, either wake up and say, good morning, God, or you wake up and say, good God, it's morning. When you awaken, you will know about energy vampires. Ever been with somebody? They always complain. Life is bad. You know those people? They what I call insult divers. You know an insult diver? If any of you guys been insult divers, there's an insult over there in some group and you dive so you can get the insult. So you can say, look what they did to me. Everybody brings happiness, some by coming into the room, some by leaving the room. Which are you? Make the decision, make the choice, take the action. Take that action, be conscious, be awake. I'm asking you just for the next 15 minutes not to fold arms, okay? Can you promise me that you will not fold your arms? We good? Tell the person next to you, I promise, I will keep my arms unfolded. Now watch how quickly they fall asleep. We were meant to be here for 4 hours and we're going to completely bend your brain in 4 hours. So part of this you're going to have to do at home. Okay, will you give me a promise that you'll do that? And then you must pay it forward to 3 other people that are not here today. Can we do that? Paying it forward for me is the most important thing on the planet. It's part of why I'm here. On the other side, there's information about your mindset that you not get. I gave, here we go, I've got 2 spare. Left to shake. Did some of you open the purse and see what's inside? What did you get? A little crazy? Nothing. That's you. Other people, did you open and see what you got? There's a little secret in there for you. You see, wealthiness is a mindset. It comes from being grateful for what you have. Here's what people do. Wherever they are with the money and food and clothing, they look up at YouTube and then they say, oh, I want a Ferrari like him. Oh, I want a Porsche like him. I want a house like him. I want money like him. We look up, now we complain that we don't have enough, hey? Do you ever look down for the 6 billion people underneath and say, I'm blessed? Think about this. Do you have electricity? Most of you got electricity and water and some kind of roof and a bank account and internet. You're wealthier than 3/4 of the planet. You are wealthier than 6 billion, 5.5, 6 billion people. When you come from grace and gratitude and appreciation, you start to attract more of that. How you vibrate, birds of a feather flock together. How you vibrate will attract more. Do you think when you hear complaining, whinging, whining, you're going to attract positive happiness, light and joy and peace and opportunity? I don't want this kind of guy on my team. But I can tell you, I've really stolen people, these kind of people, from their jobs and paid them double or triple. I've helped people quadruple what they do. You can achieve anything you decide and then act on it. Step. Take a step every single day. But you need to make sure that what you're building has value going forward. If you were the world's best ox wagon wheel fixer, you know ox wagons? If you're the best wheel fixer, is there a future for you? Be smart. If you look across the bottom of that sheet with the success at the bottom, I've given you things above it. It's that if it is to be up to me, those are the core skills going forward that are going to be important. Leadership, digital literacy, communication, emotional intelligence and resilience, being an entrepreneur, global citizenship, problem solving, innovation, teamwork and swift action. Those are the things that are most needed and most valued in the world going forward. It doesn't help to build a mindset and a skill set if it's not going to be used. In 1990, I was going to do video education. And I went to the guy at IBM. I had a computer business. I had 40 staff. And I was going to go and put up on MNet TV. We were going to do computer training. And the guy said to me, this was 1990, eh? So if you come back, what's it, 24 years ago, that you agreed not to follow arms. He said quickly before the sleep, he made a promise and he's broken his promise already. And he said in 10 years' time, 50% of those jobs we're going to be doing haven't been invented yet. Think about this. In 10 years' time, 50% of the jobs available haven't been invented yet. And that's why mindset is more important than skill set, because when you go to university, within 5 years what you've learned is out of date. Do you know that? Before you finish your degree, what you've learned in the first year is invalid. Which is why mindset can make you 7 times more valuable. Because then you can learn faster, you can apply faster, you can be resilient, you can be loving and caring, you can bounce back. Make sure that when you're growing, when you're building, that those qualities are going to be part of your mindset. On that other side, you've got the fixed mindset behaviors and the go mindset actions. Every single day, if you want to give your children a chance, program them. You've all been programmed like that circus elephant, but we're waking you. Like with the arms, you've got habits that drive you, waking you. Make agreements with each other. But he knows this, and a few other people. Coaching is expensive, but it gets you to take action. Would you like a way that we can guarantee you'll take action? Let me tell you a story. I had a fight with my family. Yes, see, that was very good voice. You see, can you see how we become, the brain becomes tuned to opportunity. All of you can get it, but you still don't move from the back there, eh? Wow, that was fast. But let me tell you about what kind of action is important. My whole Formula 1 system is about swift action. So remember, swift means speedy, fast. S is for strengths and strategic. Make sure that what you're doing builds on your strengths and uses your talents, but it's strategic. For 30 years, I was busy going where? Round and round and round and round. I didn't build brick for brick. I would have been a billionaire, real cash billionaire, if I built something. The W is for win-win. Make sure that it's a win-win deal. You see, not one of these people came up and took and said, thank you. That was all it took. was all just take. Think about it. It's so easy to take. Nobody came and said, thank you. A little thing like thank you could have got you something a whole lot more. So the win-win is make sure that what you're doing is win-win, not win-lose. See, can I be absolutely honest? I'm tired of our country's politics being based on race. Because if we keep on dividing, we're going to be fighting. But if we unite and work together, we can become the best country in Africa, and we can compete with the best. That's why for me it's about being a builder. Any fool can break. So come. I want to hug. So can we agree? Are you ready to agree to be builders? Stand up, put your hand up please. Say the following after me. I hereby commit and agree to be a builder. I bring light, I bring love, I bring peace, I bring joy, I bring integrity. Because I am worthy and valuable and powerful. You can count on me to bring my best with love, to unite for the greater good of us all. So it is. And turn to the person on your left, I bless you a builder. Turn to the person on your right, I bless you a builder. Sometimes. I'm going to teach you one of the most powerful things that I've learned. Because it's hard being stuck. But when you don't know that you are stuck, it's even harder. And that's that boiled frog syndrome. So instead of getting something like Billy and I to be a coach to you today for 3,000 Rand an hour, we're going to package some bigger stuff for you in the longer term. For now, become each other's coach and hold each other accountable. Because let me tell you the story that this high-speed guy got me away from. I went on a workshop and the man said, is there something you know you need to do but haven't been doing? Have you got something that you know you should do, you can do, but haven't done? That was me. And mine was I hadn't spoken to my folks for 8 years. We had a fight, we had a feud. I had not spoken or seen my family for 8 years. I lived in fear. When I went shopping, I used to make sure I didn't see them. Because I lived right near them. And you know what my heart felt like? It wasn't a nice space. But I knew that I needed to solve the problem and forgive them and rebuild. But I couldn't. My ego here was, they're the ones that are wrong. They must apologize. You know, this ego, this black wolf. And so, in the workshop, we wrote down on a piece of paper what we needed to do. What action do we need to take that would change our lives? And then the second thing he said is write down something that you own, an asset, a movable asset that you value. And mine was my disco. I had a mobile disco, big speakers, lights, sound records, about 200,000 Rand. And here's what we did, is I contracted with my buddy, my coach, to hold me accountable. And here's what I said. If I have not spoken to my family by next Friday, 12 o'clock, you can have my disco. Big enough incentive? Do you know that whole week my brain was fighting? 5 to 12. 3 minutes to 12. I still haven't phoned. But I know that if I don't, I'm going to lose a 200,000 Rand business tool. 2 minutes to 12, I phoned. And I spoke, I said, hi Dad, it's me. And I said, good God, I didn't expect this. But it was so hard, and once I had done it, it was a whole lot easier, and I felt lighter. But I can tell you, I'd never affirmed if I didn't have the consequence. So becoming each other's coaches and set up a consequence. I've got about 5 people. I'm going to get a house, a car, and a cell phone. Because they promised to do something. If they haven't done it by a certain time, then you're going to give me their car. If you want to ensure that you are going to be successful, step up. Create a baby steps plan. Get somebody to make sure you take swift action. Strategic, win-win. With integrity and inspiring. Are you inspiring in what you do? Like where you were saying, your brand, how do you show up? But do you have integrity? Can I trust you? Trust is such an important thing that we don't have in our world, especially in Africa. Be outstanding. And I can tell you, I trust Billy with my life. He's an outstanding and remarkable person. Not by mistake, but by choice, by decision, by action. The F is fun. Make sure you have fun. And make sure that it's building freedom, time freedom, money freedom, and emotional freedom. Because the guys at the robots, they got time freedom, eh? Hey, the boy's selling stuff, he's got time freedom. My fiance's husband works for PricewaterhouseCoopers. He earns like 6-8 million a year. He's got money, but he's got no time. 2 heart attacks, divorced, doesn't see children. Nice car, nice house, nice boat, plane, train. Do you want his life? No relationship, no love. And I know people have got time and money freedom, but they've got no love in their life. Do you want money with no love? I was blessed. My best friend's father died in my arms. When I'm talking died, he had a heart attack. While I lay with him in my arms, I was naked and he died in my arms. I know what's in your mind. Raise your game, raise your mind, raise your ball. And from that I started studying. Do you know what an NDE is? Near-death experience? When people die and they come back. And they discover that when you die, your soul goes down this channel. It will either come to Jesus or angels or whatever your religious belief is. It will come to a gate. And you get asked question number 1, how much love did you bring? Not, I love your neighbor. How much love did you bring to humanity, to people that you don't know? People that you don't like. Anybody can love a sexy neighbor or a sexy guy like Billy. It's easy to love that, eh? But not easy to love your enemy. So how good is your heart? How good are you that you will be able to go and change that person? Number 2, how much wisdom did you gain? You know, there's data, there's information, and there's so much information on the internet. But it's not wisdom. And from your Bible, you get tons of amazing wisdom. And the third and final thing is, are you ready to receive back what you perpetrated on others? Consciously and unconsciously. Not as a punishment, but as a wake-up. Become conscious of how you're impacting others. How much love, how much wisdom, how much care. So think about a challenge that you have right now. Think about one of the challenges you have. Can you get a picture in your head? We should be able to move. So stand up. I want you to think of a warrior. What are the qualities of a warrior? Strength, what else? Courage, power. So, what sound does a warrior make? What sound would your warrior make? Come on, give me a sound. Get the feeling. Come on, ladies. Where's your warrior here? So get the energy of that warrior. And there's one lady. How good. Bring a warrior. Come on. Ignore what other people think. Bring a warrior. Turn around and face your chair. Turn around and face your chair. Listen to the question. From the power of a warrior, that problem of yours that's sitting in your chair, what advice would you give it? So imagine that problem sitting in your chair. Through the mind of the warrior, what advice would you give that person with that problem? Give it to them. Say it. Give them advice. What advice would you give them? Okay, listen up. Rule, face this way. I want you to think of a magician. You know a magician? Wise, knowledgeable, spiritual, connected to God. Think what kind of sound would your magician make? Humorous, powerful, hey? Abracadabra, there we go. So make a sound, get the sound. Get into the mindset of this magician that you can make things happen. Abracadabra, make it happen. Ka-ching. Turn around your chair with that mindset through the eyes of the magician. What advice would you give to the problem? Abracadabra, ka-ching. Wonderful, caring, connected. What sound does your lover make? Get into the feeling. One more sound. Now can we see little baby? Turn around, give your proper advice to your lover's eyes. Spindle advice. Of a king or queen. They're courageous, they're disciplined, they're decisive, they have vision, they have clarity. It's their domain, it is their choice. Here's what I'm doing, here's my destiny. Get that feeling, that confident feeling. You're wealthy, you have authority, you make decisions, stuff happens. Get that feeling. What sound would your sovereign make? Get the feeling, get the physical feeling. What sound? Become that sovereign, like a prince or a queen, prince or a princess. Here's what I want, here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm bringing. Turn around, give your proper advice, be that mindset. Person with a growth mindset. One last action-based comment. Turn around and give what can this person do to solve this problem? What action can that person take today that will solve that problem? Turn around, final advice, through this action mindset, what's one thing or two things, action, swift action, that you can give them as advice to